Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, we have been having some problems, apparently, in the government, with electing a new Speaker of the House. Now, this hasn't been, to my understanding, a problem for us for actually quite a long time. The last time I, was aware or checked, we only had this problem, I want to say quite a few decades ago. And even then, I think it was only like three to five like revotes until they finally did actually get a Speaker of the House. Right now, I don't know what they're doing. It just seems like a bunch of foolishness to me. But I was in my room, editing videos, I guess, and my mother screamed from inside of the living room. And like a good daughter, I got up expeditiously to see what was going on, what was happening, if she was okay. Come to find out, she had just received the news while she was watching the news that Matt Gaetz tried to nominate, well, he didn't try to, he did, Donald Trump for the Speaker of the House. Now, that is the most absurd thing I've heard in a little bit, but apparently it was just to slight McCarthy, is what allegedly he was doing that for. And it's kind of stupid when you think about it, because isn't the idea to make sure at least somebody from your party is holding, the position? And when he did that, I feel like he took away votes that they could have had to make sure to put him in that spot. Now, if I remember correctly, there are a total of 434 votes, if I'm not mistaken. So anybody who wants to win needs most of the votes. By most, at least, you have to have 51%. That's still most. So at the least, in order to have most of the votes in order to win, that person would have to have 218 votes. For some odd reason, they have been going back and forth multiple times. People have been, I guess, not showing up, not voting the way they were supposed to. People, like I said, playing footsie and, magical chairs or musical chairs with the votes. And I guess some of the people of his own party don't want him in there. And there's not enough people on his side, a part of his party, that will give him enough votes. And then you've got to also think about the Democrats who are voting for who they want to vote for, as they have the right to. So maybe he could appeal to some of them and be like, hey, I know we're not a part of the same party, but I mean, come on. Come on. But we don't know. And I feel like this entire situation is very shady. I feel like there's an underlining message here, or something going on behind, the scenes. Not trying to people love to say, oh, they're conspiracy theorists. But, I'm very aware. I've said this before. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, a lot of times, truth is stranger than fiction. Sometimes the things that we see that, on the superficial level, there's more than what meets the eye to it. There's something usually going on at a deeper level here that we don't know, that we're not privy to, if you will. But I just hope that they fix whatever they're messing up and do whatever they're supposed to do, because I don't think it's good or wise to keep this going on for as long as they have kept it going on. We need a Speaker of the House. That's like the third person, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember my politics 101 correctly, the third person in line. If something happens to the president, God forbid, and then the vice president, God forbid, that too, then they the one that's supposed to take over, and they've got other duties. But I don't think it's wise and good for them to be going back and forth like this. This is not something that should be drug out, because also, y'all remember, I was researching somewhere where there's some stuff that they can't do, like passing certain bills, if I'm not mistaken, if they don't have a Speaker of the House. So they need to stop playing games, get it together, and do something, vote for somebody, because, there are things that need to be done. Business needs to be conducted, and that can't happen as long as they're, like I said, playing footsie with the votes. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel down in the comments below.